Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the second application of Gauss law, and the second application is electric field, that is E vector due to thin sheet. Okay, now if we talk about this thin sheet, I will draw the diagram here. If we take this sheet, yes. Now if we talk about this thin sheet, so because of this, the electric field will be in upward direction normally and in the downward, that is downward direction and the upward direction. So the electric field for thin sheet will be like this. Now what kind of Gaussian surface we can form for this sheet? What kind of Gaussian surface will be there? Cuboidal, yes. So cuboidal Gaussian surface will be there definitely. So if we take the cuboidal Gaussian surface like this, so this kind of cuboidal surface will be there. This is your Gaussian surface. Okay, now the sheet is like this. So electric field is in upward direction in both the sides. Now, how many faces are there for this Gaussian surface? How many faces are there for this Gaussian surface? There are total 6 faces. Bottom, top, left, right, front, back, isn't it? How many faces are there? Total 6 faces. So if we take the area vector for all the faces, suppose this is the area vector for bottom. So you write ds vector 1 or bottom like this, and ds vector bottom. Then we talk about the upper surface. So this will be ds top, ds vector top. If we talk about this left surface, so you can write ds vector left. If we talk about this right surface, so ds vector right. If we talk about this front surface, so ds vector front. And if we talk about the back surface, so ds vector back. So these are the total 6 area vectors that you can draw for these 6 surfaces. Okay, any doubt up to this point?
No.
No. Now in this, if you see, what will be the flux from the definition? Flux from the definition. In Gauss law, what we discussed in the last class, that we need to first find out the electric field by definition, flux by definition. Then we need to find flux from Gauss law. And then we need to equate both of these. This is what we have discussed in the last class. So from definition, if we talk about, yes, from definition, if we talk about, flux will be integration E dot ds vector front plus integration E dot ds vector बैक प्लस इंटीग्रेशन, इस तरीके से 6 इंटीग्रल्स आएंगे यहाँ पे, है ना. ई डॉट डी एस वेक्टर टॉप प्लस इंटीग्रल ई डॉट डी एस वेक्टर बॉटम प्लस इंटीग्रल ई वेक्टर डॉट डी एस वेक्टर. दिस शुड बी ई वेक्टर डॉट डी एस, है ना. एवरीवेयर वी शुड राइट ई वेक्टर डॉट डी एस वेक्टर. फ्रंट बैक टॉप बॉटम left and right, left and right, E vector dot ds vector. Now in this, if you see, what is the angle between left ds vector and this electric field? 90 degree,
90, yes.
है ना. For right also it is 90 degree. This is the direction of area vector and this is the direction of electric field. For bottom, if you say take or the top, you take this and this. For front also it is 90 degree and for back also it is 90 degree.
Yes, sir.
So when you put this E dot ds everywhere, and E dot ds is E ds cos theta. Now for theta is equals to 90 degree, cos 90 will be 0. So all the integrals having, which are going to have theta is equals to 90 degree, that will be 0. So this front integral, this is going to be 0. The back integral is going to be 0. Okay. Top and bottom, if we talk about bottom, so bottom and this electric field is having theta is equals to 0 degree.
Yes.
And the top also, this is the electric field and this is the B top. So again, this also theta will be equals to 0 degrees. For only top and bottom, theta is 0 degree. For all other integrals, it will be 0. For top and bottom, it will have some values, but for left and right also, it will be 0. So phi ultimately is going to be top and bottom. So you can write 2 integral E ds cos 0 degree, because this is the integrals are the same. This is also integral ds. This is also integral ds. So it will be 2 integral E dot ds cos 0, and that is equals to 2 integral E ds, and that is equals to 2E integration ds. Now what is integration ds? What will be integration ds?
Area.
Area of the cuboid. So we can write 2EA.
Yes.
A is the area of the complete area of this Gaussian surface. So we have taken integral ds, this part, to be full area. So 2EA, and this is equation 1 from the definition. We got this flux 2 is equals to 2EA from the definition. Now from Gauss law, ठीक है, मतलब आपको फोन नहीं लग रहा था इसलिए हो गया। Yes. So this is 2EA. Okay, this will be 2EA. The flux is equals to 2EA from the definition. This is from the definition. This is from the definition. Now from Gauss law, if you say from Gauss law, phi is equals to Q upon epsilon naught. Yes or no? Okay, now we can equate this. This is the second equation of flux. Now instead of Q, what can we write? Instead of Q, what can you write?
Q, sigma A.
Yes, Q is equals to sigma A. Why Q is equals to sigma F? Why you got Q is equals to sigma A? Because sigma is equals to Q upon A, and sigma is the surface charge density, है ना? Yes, yes. So we can write here that sigma Coulomb per meter square is the surface charge density. So we can write this Q is equals to sigma A. Very good. Now from 2 and 1, we can write 2EA is equals to sigma A upon epsilon naught. This A and A gets cancelled out. Okay, yes. So this implies that E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and if you want to express it in, yes, if you want to express it in vector form, so you can write E vector is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught r cap, where r cap is the unit vector along electric field. So here you can write this r cap. This is also r cap. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you want to write, you can write, you can take 2 minutes time. Yeah.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, if we talk about electric field, is it done completely?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if we talk about electric field due to parallel sheets. Okay. Third, if we talk about electric field due to parallel sheets. Now, there are two possibilities. The parallel sheets, if we talk about these parallel sheets, so there is a possibility that these parallel sheets are maybe oppositely charged or maybe lightly charged. है ना, ये दोनों possibility हो सकती है. Either they may be lightly charged or they may be oppositely charged. The first case we are going to consider that electric field due to parallel sheets for similarly charged or same charges, or you can say of same polarity. Simple. Of same polarity. Okay, so this is also positive and this is also positive. Now here we can consider three regions. This is the first region, this is the second region, and this is the third region. Okay. Now this is also sheet, this is also sheet. So because of sheet, if we talk about this, we take this as sheet 1. This is sheet 1 and this is sheet 2. So here this side we take the electric field. This side also it will be electric field because of sheet 1. So we can write this as E1. Yes or no?
Yes.
है ना, या इसको थोड़ा सा और सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं. We'll not make these many arrows. We'll just write this is E1. This is E1. है ना, this side it will also be E1.
Yes.
है ना, because of the electric field, because of this first sheet, we have to mark the electric field in all three regions, first, second, and third. So if we talk about this first sheet, in the left hand side, in the first region, it will be towards left. In second region, it will be towards right. In third region, also it will be towards right. Because of first sheet, we are talking about. Okay. Very good. Now,
Yes.
because of second sheet, in say region 2, it will be E2. In region third, it will be E2. And in region first also, it will be in the left hand direction. Yes or no? Hoga?
Yes.
Yes. Now, if we take sigma 1 is the surface charge density, Sigma 1 is the surface charge density for sheet 1 and sigma 2 is the surface charge density for sheet 2. Yes, Lavanya, any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes. So sigma 1 coulomb per meter square is the surface charge density for first sheet. Sigma 2 coulomb per meter square is the surface charge density for second sheet. Okay. Now, what will be the value of E1 and E2?
Even sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught, and E2 will be sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught.
Yes, E1 will be equals to sigma 1 upon 2 epsilon naught and E2 will be equals to sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. Very good. Very good. Now, if we talk about first, second, and third region, so what will be E net in region 1? What will be E net in region 2? And what will be E net in region 3? क्या होगा बताओ. Yes.
E net will be E1
And
plus E2.
if we take the vector form, so we need to take one position vector also, a unit vector also, and we are taking this unit vector to be in this direction. Yes. Okay. This is the unit vector. Why? Because if we talk about these two electric fields, so unit vector you can take in any direction. There's no issue. Okay. But taking this direction now, if you compare this E1 and E2 with respect to this R cap for region 1, we are talking about. For region 1, very specific, we are talking about. For region 1, if you see that E1 and E2 are in opposite direction with respect to this R cap, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this to be written as E1 will be minus sigma 1 upon 2 epsilon naught and E2 is equals to minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In second region, I will just make it a little clear so it will be easy to understand. I will write region wise. Suppose here I will write for region 1. Here I will write for region 2. And here I will write for region 3. Okay, in region 1, yes, in region 1, what you will write for E1 and what you will write for E2. In region 2, what you will write for E1 and what you will write for E2. In region 3, what you will write for E1 and what you will write for E2. Now, these are the two values that we need. Okay. Now, the point of consideration here is unit vector. You have to compare all these 6 arrows, all these 6 fields. In all the 3 regions, we have two fields. All 6 fields are to be compared with this R cap. If it is opposite, negative sign will come. If it is same, positive sign will come. Okay, Lavanya? So E1 and E2 in region 1, if we talk about E1 and E2, both are in opposite direction with respect to R cap.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we'll write here minus sigma 1 upon 2 epsilon naught and minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In second region, if you see, E1 and R cap are in same direction. E2 and R cap are in opposite direction. So for E2, you may write minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. But for E1, you have to write sigma 1 upon 2 epsilon naught. Positive. It will be positive. Now, in case of third region, E1 and E2, in case of third region, E1 and E2, both are in same direction?
Yes.
Yes. So here you can write sigma 1 upon 2 epsilon naught and sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. Both are positive because both E1 and E2 in region third are in same direction of R cap.
Unit vector. R vector.
R cap. Okay? Are you getting my point?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, after this, you have to calculate E net.
Okay.
Now, in this E net, if we talk about what will be the E net in region 1. So in region 1, if you see, both the directions are same, E1 and E2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so here you can write E net is equals to E1 plus
E2.
In second region, what you will write for E net? I mean, second region, sigma 1 and sigma 2, you have not written any comparison. So we can write this sigma 2 is greater than sigma 1. If this is the case, sigma 2 is greater than sigma 1. That means the second field is more stronger as compared to the first field, hai na? Because surface charge density of second we have taken more. Isn't it?
So E2 minus E1.
E2 minus E1, yes. E2 minus E1. In third region, again, both the fields are in same direction. Yes. So we can write here E net is equals to E1 plus E2. Now you need to substitute these values in E1 and E2 and you need to find the values. Okay. Quickly substitute the values and let me know the final answer. सिंपल है यहाँ तो आपको दिख ही रहा है कि E net you will write here E net is equals to this minus sign will become common and 1 by 2 epsilon naught. So minus 1 upon 2 epsilon naught sigma 1 plus sigma 2 we can write. Yes. This is the answer that you are going to get. Yes.
R cap.
Yes. In second one, what you will write E net again 1 upon 2 epsilon naught common, and here you can write sigma 2 minus sigma 1.
Sigma 2 minus sigma 1. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. In the last case E net, if we take so E1 plus E2, so here both the sign both are positive, so we can write sigma 1 plus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. That is 1 upon 2 epsilon naught will be common, so sigma 1 plus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. This is the electric field in region third region. Electric field in third region. Okay, and if vector form is to be taken, so everywhere you have to multiply it with
R cap.
R cap. This is R cap. Here also you can write R cap. Here also you can write R cap. So you will get the vector form.
Vector form.
Okay. So you can just note it down
Yes,
again. Yeah, you can just take 2 minutes time and you can just note it down. And then we'll proceed with the fourth application, that is oppositely charged sheets. Similar concept is there, but if both the sheets are oppositely charged, then what will happen? So that we need to consider. Okay. You can just take 1 minute time, 2 minutes time, and you can just note it down.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, if we talk about the parallelly charged, parallel sheets oppositely charged. Now, what will happen? Fourth application, electric field due to oppositely charged thin sheet. Oppositely charged thin sheet. Now in this, both the sheets are considered to be oppositely charged. Yes, again 3 regions, 1, 2 and third region. This you can consider to be positive, and this you can consider to be negative. Now positive, for positive sheets, electric field will be away, that is perpendicularly, radially outward, perpendicularly outward. So this will be the direction. Again, this is sheet 1, this will be sheet 2, so this will be E1, and in this direction, in this side also, in region 1 also, E1 will be here. Okay, in first region, the second sheet effect will also be there. So because of this second sheet, the electric field direction will be, because this is the negative sheet, तो negative sheet के लिए electric field का direction कैसा होता है? Inward, perpendicularly inward. Okay, so here it will be perpendicularly. Now if you see the size of arrow also, in region 1, if we talk about electric field 2, this is little away. This region is away from second sheet. That is why I have taken this arrow to be little small, because the magnitude of this E2 will be less here, isn't it?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this length of arrow also plays a significant role. Now this is E2. This is E2. Now in first region, the direction of E1 is towards right. This is towards left. Now in second region, E1 is again towards right. Here also E2 is also towards right, because it is the negative sheet. In third region, if we talk about E1, so E1 will be away because of sheet 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So first sheet again is having sigma coulomb per meter square, sigma coulomb per meter square, and the second sheet is having minus sigma coulomb per meter square. Instead of taking sigma 1 and sigma 2, we have taken that both the sheets have a similar magnitude of charge density, but this is a positive charge, so we have taken plus coulomb, plus sigma coulomb per meter square, and this is minus sigma coulomb per meter square. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Again, r cap is to be considered. The same direction we have taken this r cap. Now the same comparison. If we talk about E1 region wise, this is first region, second region, third region. Now in first region, if you see the first region, if you see here, that E1 is in opposite direction. Yes or no? E1 is in opposite direction. Yeah. So what we can write, E1 is equals to minus sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. But for
Yes,
E2, it is in same direction.
Yes.
So E2 can be written as plus sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Yes or no? है ना? This is to be written as plus sigma upon epsilon naught. Okay. Yeah. In this second region, if we talk about E1 and E2, E1 is again same direction, so we can write sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, and E2 is also in same direction, so we can write sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Yes or no? Yeah. Okay, very good. In third region, if you see that E1 is equals to same direction, so sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. And in second region, if you see sigma is equals to sigma, this is again opposite direction, so we can write minus on epsilon naught. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now here again, since you have considered the direction, so we can write here E net. You have already compared all the fields with r cap, है ना? r cap के comparison के बाद ही आपने ये field लिखी है. So here we can write E net is equals to E1 plus E2. Here also we can write E net is equals to E1 plus E2, because sign you have already considered, and here also we can write E net is equals to E1 plus E2. Okay, and I think we did one mistake in the previous derivation. In the second case, I think we have taken E2 minus E1, yes or no? In region 2, है ना? हाँ, तो ये शायद यहाँ पे भी ये हमने गड़बड़ की. This is to be corrected because we have already considered the direction with respect to r cap. ये जो आपने values E1, E2, E1, E2, E1, E2 ये जो लिखी हैं लावण्या आपने, ये पहले ही आपने कंपेयर कर ली थी इससे r cap से. Okay, so in the second region everywhere, मतलब in the previous derivation also, yes, I got this. I just recollected that we did mistake in this. It should not be E2 minus E1. Always for all the E net, it is to be written E1 plus E2 because you have already considered the direction of r cap. Are you getting my point? ठीक है, इसको सॉल्व करने का एक और तरीका हो सकता है. अगर आपको आर कैप कंसिडर नहीं करना है, इफ यू डोंट वांट टू कंसिडर दिस आर कैप, सो देयर इज वन मोर वे टू राइट दीज एक्सप्रेशंस. वो उसको कैसे लिखेंगे मैं आपको बताऊंगा इसके आगे. ठीक है, ठीक है, यस. तो यू कैन जस्ट calculate E1 and E2. You have all the values E1, E2 in all the regions. You just need to find out E1 plus E2. Okay, जल्दी से इसको कर लीजिए. फिर मैं आपको एक दूसरा तरीका भी बता देता हूँ इसका कि हम कैसे नेट फील्ड निकाल सकते हैं फ्रॉम अदर वे ऑल्सो. वी हैव वन मोर वे टू कैलकुलेट.
Electric field will be 0 in region 1
0
and in region 3.
Yeah, very good. So in region 1 and region 3 it will be 0 in region 1 and in region 3 it will be 0. Yes, okay.
And in the second region, it will be sigma by epsilon naught.
It will be sigma by epsilon naught.
Epsilon naught.
Yes, sigma upon epsilon naught. Very good. Yeah, this is absolutely correct. In this, E net will be 0 in region 1. In third region also, E net will be equals to 0. And in second region, it will be sigma upon epsilon naught r cap. ठीक है, प्रीवियस वाले में हमने जो गड़बड़ी की थी उसको भी हम देख लेते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी हमने क्या किया था कि आर कैप के साथ हमने कंसिडर कर लिया था. वी हैव ऑलरेडी कंसिडर्ड विद दिस आर कैप, है ना? ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भी हमको E1 plus E2 ही लिखना चाहिए था. वी शुड हैव रिटन दिस आल्सो एज E1 plus E2. Okay, when you write this E1 plus E2, so E2, this can be written as E2 is minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught plus sigma 2. This is sigma 2, and here it should be sigma 1 upon 2 epsilon naught. So now this 1 upon 2 epsilon naught comes common. Here it is minus sigma 2 it should be, and this should be plus sigma 1. Okay, so this should be sigma 1 minus sigma 2. ठीक है, yes. ठीक है, तो हमने क्योंकि पहले ही आर कैप से ये सारा कंपैरिजन कर लिया था. वी डिड ऑल दिस कंपैरिजन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू आर कैप. So every time in all the 6 cases, 3 regions for this and 3 regions for the next derivation also, where we have taken the oppositely charged sheets, you must take E1 plus E2 only because you have already compared with R cap earlier. और इसी कंपैरिजन के बाद ही आपने E1 E2 की वैल्यूज ये लिखी है ना, आफ्टर लुकिंग टू द डायरेक्शंस, है ना? तो बार बार उस पे हमको करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, ओके. अब इसमें जो एक और जो आपको मैं बता रहा था कि इसको हम कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, कि सपोज आपने सिग्मा 1 और सिग्मा 2 ही यहाँ पे कंसिडर किया. सपोज यू हैव नॉट कंसिडर्ड दिस आर कैप. ओके, यू हैव नॉट कंसिडर्ड दिस आर कैप. नाउ यू नीड टू अप्लाई द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कि मोर फार्दर विल बी द पॉइंट, more weak will be the field. How? See here. Here E1 is more closer to the sheet 1. This E1 is because of the sheet 1, but this E2 is because of the sheet 2.
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो यहाँ पे जब अगर आप इसको लिखेंगे E net की वैल्यू, तो क्या लिखेंगे? In region 1, if we talk about E net, so larger value minus smaller value, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we can write this E1 minus E2. ओके, इस तरीके से भी हम इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आप एक ही कॉन्सेप्ट पकड़ के चलो, या तो फिर आप ये आर कैप वाला या ध्यान रखो. दिस इज मोर इजी बिकॉज easy to remember, because you just need to compare all the fields with R cap, and every time you have to do this E1 plus
E2.
So this is very easy to remember. Both the cases it is easy to remember कि आपको एक R cap consider करना है और R cap के साथ ही आपको compare करना है, and in every case you have to write E1 plus E2, E1 plus E2, E1 plus E2, and you just need to put these values. That's it. ठीक है, तो ये आपके लिए थोड़ा सा आसान रहेगा. ओके, या ये आपके हो गए थर्ड एप्लीकेशन एंड फोर्थ एप्लीकेशन. Okay, now moving towards the fifth application. Now what is fifth application? Fifth application is electric field due to sphere, or you can say hollow sphere. Electric field due to hollow sphere which is uniformly charged. Uniformly charged hollow sphere. Okay, electric field due to uniformly charged hollow sphere. So if you take this sphere, suppose this is your sphere, थोड़ा सा और इसको बड़ा बना देते हैं. We'll have a little big in size. Yes, now this is your sphere of radius capital R. Okay, and this is a uniformly charged sphere. आपका जो charge है ये uniformly distributed है on this sphere. Now in this case, how will you calculate Gauss the electric field due to this sphere? How will you calculate?
Calculate field outside.
What?
And then electric field outside the sphere. First we can calculate, then inside the sphere, and then we can take the net charge.
नेट चार्ज नहीं, आप शायद ये बोलना चाह रहे हैं कि जो गॉसियन सरफेस होगी वो 3 गॉसियन सरफेसेस आर पॉसिबल, है ना? द फर्स्ट गॉसियन सरफेस विल बी आउटसाइड द स्फीयर, है ना? दैट इज व्हाट यू सेड कि आउटसाइड कैलकुलेट करेंगे. द सेकंड गॉसियन सरफेस विल बी ऑन द सरफेस. यस और नो? Yes. And this third Gaussian surface will be inside. Yes. And we are taking this radius of Gaussian surface every time. It will be small r. Okay, this is first Gaussian surface outside, so we can write E vector outside this shell. E vector outside this shell. E vector outside the shell. क्या होगा E vector outside the shell? कैसे निकालेंगे? Outside the shell फिर से क्या करना है हमको? Flux, yes. Flux outside the shell या फिर flux from the definition कितना होगा? Electric field, and it will be again radially outward because ये sphere है, तो sphere के कारण जो आपका electric field होगा वो कैसा होगा? It will be radially outward. And if you take this area vector also, the area vector will also be radially
perpendicular.
Outward, perpendicular. If we take A vector as area vector, so what we can write? E vector dot A vector, that is equals to EA cos 0 degree because E and A are in same direction. So we can write this EA. Now what is A? E into 4 pi r square. Why small r square? Because r is the radius of this Gaussian surface. Hai na? So this is from the definition. Now from Gauss law, flux is equals to charge enclosed. So the charge, total charge distributed, if we consider Q, and inside this Gaussian surface, first Gaussian surface, inside this first Gaussian surface, this entire charge is there.
Yes.
Inside this first Gaussian surface, the entire charge is there. So we can write here phi is equals to Q upon epsilon naught. Now if you compare this equation 2 and equation 1, so from 1 and 2, what we can write? We can write E into 4 pi r square is equals to Q upon epsilon naught, or E is equals to 1 by 4 pi r square into Q upon epsilon naught, and this is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon r square. The same electric field we got for point charge, if you remember, same formula was there. That means if the entire sphere is residing inside the Gaussian surface, that means this complete spherical shell will act as a point charge. Okay, this is outside the shell. You can just note it down if you want, and then we'll proceed to on the surface. This is electric field outside the shell. Shall we proceed or should I wait?
We can complete the derivation, then I will write.
Okay. So now if we write electric field on the surface, now if we talk about on the surface, there is only one change. On the surface, if you see this on the surface, this small r can be written as capital R.
Yes.
That is the only change it will take. If we talk about electric field on the surface, electric field on the surface. Now electric field on the surface, if we talk about electric field on the surface, if we talk about, this will be the electric field for finding the electric field, what you have to do, you have to replace small r with capital R. Rest of the thing it will remain same. So electric field here you can write 1 by 4 pi r square. Sorry, instead of small r you need to write capital R. So 1 by 4 pi r square Q upon epsilon naught. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi r square Q upon epsilon naught. Okay, rest of the things it will remain same. Okay, okay. Now what will happen inside the shell? First case 1, outside the shell. Second case, on the surface. Third case, inside the shell. So if we talk about inside the shell, what will happen? Electric field inside. Inside this spherical shell. Now if we talk about flux, so flux is equals to, if you see here, phi is equals to E dot A, same from the definition. Again we can write E into 4 pi r square, yes or no? Now r is the radius of this inner Gaussian surface, the third Gaussian surface inside the shell. Okay, now as per the definition, phi is equals to, we can write Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. This we write generally from Gauss law. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
But
sir.
inside this third shell, there is no charge inside this third shell, because the entire charge is residing on the top of the surface. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if there's no charge, so we can write Q enclosed is equals to 0. That means flux will be equals to 0. है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now if you equate equation A and B, if you write this A and B, now we can write equating A and B. Can we write E into 4 pi r square is equals to 0? Yes or no? This implies E is equals to 0. That means inside the shell, there will be no electric field. Okay? Are you getting my point? Okay, Lavanya, are you getting my point?